A two-day summit returns designed to empower and connect the community with the trails, cycling, and an active transportation community. Bea and Kim are here with what we can expect at this year's Critical Mass Summit. Thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Welcome back.
Yes.
For people who may not be familiar, let's talk about what is the Critical Mass Summit.
So Critical Mass is a two-day summit put together to help create a more inclusive active transportation, trails, and cycling ecosystem, and it's put on by Trailblazers and Bike POC.
And Trailblazers is a nonprofit that was started in 2021, and it was a merger of two organizations, Bike NWA and NWA Trailblazers.
Okay.
It's the cycling advocacy and active transportation. We also focus on trail building and maintenance. Active transportation is just a fancy word for human mobility, getting around either by walking or cycling or by some kind of wheels, and it also includes public transportation.
Sure.
So yeah, just us getting from A to B, which is in our growing community with so many cars right now, and we, as humans, we want to get around without being reliant on cars. So this is a great opportunity for people who really want to get involved in their community to come out to the summit. It's for everyone, everyone in this community.
I'm glad you broke down what active transportation is, because I'm always like, I don't know what that word means.
Yes, I'm glad you did as well. This is the second year for the summit. How did the idea to even have the summit, especially here in Northwest Arkansas, how did that come about?
So the opportunity came up because the Walton Family Foundation asked us as Trailblazers to put together an idea for a summit for women, and we partnered, Bike POC partnered with Trailblazers to come up with an idea that had an experience where it was for people who typically exist outside of power-making decisions in this sector, and create community intentionally for them, but then also get them plugged in with organizations and people who are doing that work. And we really wanted to focus on marginalized communities, since so much of these conversations have taken place without their input.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. What can people expect from the summit this year?
So it's going to be, day one is going to be full of national and local community organizers and advocates and experts in infrastructure, the built environment, allyship, advocacy, getting together to talk about how we can make cycling more inclusive. And then the second day is full of outdoor experiences with lots of local amazing partners to get people outdoors.
I had the chance to participate last year, and I went paddleboarding for the first time. Kim, thank you so much for being my support system. I was so nervous. I was like, Lord, I'm going to fall into Beaver Lake. But it was an amazing experience. So this is a really great opportunity for you to even try something new that you didn't think that you could do, because you have such a strong support system around you to get you through. So Kim, thank you.
Yeah. You should have seen, your face is lit up when we asked the question about what you can expect at the event. So I can tell you're very excited about it. And obviously this comes on the heels of maybe some successes that you took away from last year, right? What did you learn last year that's like, hey, we can do that next year, we can do it even better?
So I think one of the things that we learned last year is that so much like joy and community can be created when we're learning and doing things together. And so we wanted to build on that experience by inviting men to the table this year and creating really safe, supported experiences, not only for us to get outdoors, but also for us to be able to learn and talk about hard topics. So again, it's kind of that same idea that you enter into this experience and it will be facilitated by experts who can help them and help engage with your community.
Sure.
Yeah, certainly. So you talk about paddleboarding. When I think of transportation, though, and Bike POC, Trailblazer, I think of the trail system. So it's more than that, right?
Active transportation, that fancy word for human mobility, getting from one spot to another. And it's so empowering for us to be able to get out and not be reliant on a car or automobile to get us from one place to another. So this is a great opportunity if you want to be part of that conversation of what's happening in our community and affect the change of what becomes. I strongly encourage everyone to come.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And to know that there's so many things like that, like the paddleboarding, the cycling, and hiking in our community, it's just something like, okay, I have to do at least one of these things to explore, because you just never know. It could be a new thing that you take up actively all the time. So I love just being able to have that access here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Natural state.
That's right.
That's right.
the
That's right.
And maybe the call out is to like encourage people to do one thing that they haven't tried, one thing new at this event. And speaking of that, when and where is the event taking place? And I know we said maybe is today the last day to sign up? Fill us
Today,
in.
thank you.
Okay.
Yes, today is the last day to sign up. Go on www.criticalmasssummit.com.
Okay.
So it is Friday is in person at Mount Sequoia here in Fayetteville.
Yep.
And then Saturday is the in-person activities
That's your
outside.
active day.
Yes.
That's the active day. And then you don't have to sign up for this part, but on Saturday at 3 o'clock, we are doing a critical mass ride in Fayetteville. And so there's a route online also if you want to go, and you don't have to sign up for that one. You can show up for that one, but come and join us for that ride, even if you cannot make the summit. But I highly encourage everyone to go online, sign up for the summit. Today is the last day.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bea and Kim, thank you. What a great event. We love talking to you about it.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.